Thank you. This morning, I wish to speak strongly in support of the motion from the member for Burnaby East. Upholding human rights is not a distraction, as the member from Peace River South asserts. It is the foundation of our society, of our province. Upholding human rights is not a distraction. It is foundational. To start, I'd like to express my gratitude to the member opposite for raising this issue in the House. At a time when human rights are being eroded by short-sighted governments, it is as important as ever to stand up for the health and safety of our communities. I respect the right of all members of this House to have their own religious beliefs. I do not respect the right of any member to seek to enshrine their beliefs into law or to use them as a tool for spreading hate and disinformation. Gender-affirming care, safe abortions, and access to excellent health services save lives. Today, I join my colleagues in speaking out strongly against groups that are attempting to erode these essential forms of health care. If the past has taught us anything, it is that hatred and denial do not stop abortions or queerness. It only pushes them into the shadows. I want to be very clear with this House. Abortion is health care, and that all health care decisions, it is for a pregnant person in consultation with medical professions to make. That's where the decision gets made. It is most certainly not a decision that lobby groups nor members of this House should be anywhere near. Gender-affirming care is life-affirming care. It allows for transgender, two-spirit, and gender non-conforming people to live openly and authentically. Gender-affirming care has been found to improve mental health amongst trans and non-binary youth. When groups such as ARPA speak in opposition to human rights and basic health care, it can have immensely negative impacts on trans and non-binary youth and their families, and we can't have that happen. Effectively, it compounds the prejudice, the stigma, discrimination, and violence they already face. We must recognize the very real human harm caused by beliefs such as the ones perpetrated by ARPA that reinforce stigma and fuel discrimination. When an organization denies the humanity of others, it crosses a line and becomes a matter of public safety and public harm. A compassionate society cannot remain silent while harmful rhetoric seeks to erase the reality of others. These views are outdated, dangerous, and do not uplift or unite us. They only divide us, and we do not need division. We need unity. When hatred is normalized, we see a rise in suicide in trans and queer youth and bodily harm or death from seeking unsafe medical procedures. The human toll of hatred is devastating. In recent years, hatred against the LGBTQIA+ community has risen dramatically. Safe spaces are disappearing in schools and in communities, and we cannot stand by and let our political spaces become one of them. Suggesting that the way a person lives their life or who they love is immoral is not free speech, it is hate speech. We cannot be in the business of giving space and therefore legitimacy to groups who perpetrate hate speech. People who work in this building, the British Columbians and tourists who come to see this space, people conducting meetings and business, all have the right to go about their day without encountering people espousing hate. Our work is to create the conditions where people are safe, free from discrimination and hatred, where people can fully participate in our society. We need to renew our commitment to fighting for inclusion and equity across our province and in every aspect of our society.
Thank you, member.
Thank you.